Hello, this is just a product review of the Scale 77 paints for our friends on the Repair Miniature forums. Just for clarification, I've not affiliated with any of these paint brands, but the question has come up several times already about how nice these paints are or not. I think they are starting a big push into the market, and I quite like them. I try them and I like them, and I'm one of the few that actually tries them and speak ups for them on the forum. So probably video is better to just show them to you. First, some general things. The Scale 47 paints come only in packs of 8 paints, right, in a cardboard box. This is a big con, I think, for the line, because you can get one color or two colors just for trying, or if you like only one color of the sets, you can't get it. You are forced to take the whole set. The sets are thematic, however, so they are quite nicely grouped, I think. So if you are interested in doing, for example, metals for steel or gold, or you want a nice range of greens or blues, this could work out for you. As far as the paints themselves, the paints come in 17 millimeter pots, very like the other two brands I'm going to be comparing with, like Vallejo model color paints, right? That come also in 17 millimeters pots, and it's very similar to the dropper bottle Reaper Master Series paint come. Reaper Master Series paint come. I think they are a little bit less paint. It's quite visible there, but the general shape, diameter, and all that is the same. So they will fit whenever you can fit a Vallejo or a Reaper if you have a paint organizer. In general, point-wise, price-wise, some people have said that they are very expensive, so expensive. Just the thing is, as you know, these paints are made in Spain. I really think they don't really have still a nice distribution channel. They are not as well known as the Vallejo paints. Even then, for example, from what I hear, Vallejo paints are not really that common in the States. So you're in the States, tough luck. And you're in Europe, for example, where I got all these paints, you will see a lot of Vallejo, and you're starting to see a lot of the Scale 77 paints or Andrea or P3 formula paints, but not really Reaper Master Series. So I guess the problem here is that other than that, Games Workshop paints that you can find worldwide, it's very difficult still for these small manufacturers to supply all over the world. So unfortunately, if you're taking into account currencies change and you're going to be having adding all that shipping into the cost, yes, probably the paints are expensive. In Europe, however, having the Reaper paints aside, because you can find them, I couldn't find them easily at shops. If you speak about Vallejo and Scalecolor, I can probably get a pot of Vallejo for around 2 euros online, or 3 euros, 2.8, let's say, on a shop. The 8 paint pots Scalecolor box has a ticket price of around 25 euros. You can get them around 21, 22 online. So before shipping, is, as you see, Vallejo, and I truly think Scalecolor paints have come out to compete price-wise with the Vallejo paints. So if you are used to American dollars and your own price for Reaper, you're probably not going too expensive. In the market as it is right now for Europe, their price makes a lot of sense, and they're really nice paints. I mean, they're worth the ticket price if you can use, or you get it used for the whole set. So now I will just, because I asked a few friends on the forums what colors should I try for comparison, and everybody of course has different colors that are your favorite or not. The Scale 77 range already is quite large. I think they already include 72 paints plus I forgot to mention this, but primer, I have the white and the black primer. I tried them, they're quite nice, very fine as well. And I will show you examples probably in a minute. But I wanted to show you some of my favorite paints. I have all sets until set 7. That is the non-metal mineral steel set, gold, non-metal NMM, gold and bronze set, the flesh set, the leather and wood set, red, green and blue set. So as you see, 7 times 8 I have quite a bit of paints. 56 Scale 77 sets. I am only lacking the black and white one and the new metallics one. And I have some of these paints are really nice. I mean, I have a broad range of around 40 some Vallejo paint that are my main workhorse. I have some paints from Reaper from the Learn to Paint kits, but there are some paint colors in this set that I really like, and I wanted to show you what my favorites are. The non-metal steel set has some very nice grays, light blues, light grays, colored. For example, the nacre, I don't know how you pronounce this in English, is a very warm gray. It's very similar to deck tan from Vallejo, for example. I see, I should have it on here. Or not. I don't have it on. I should have. It's a little bit darker than Reaper or Linen White or Vallejo Ivory. And here is deck tan from Vallejo. I don't know if you can see them, but they are really close. It's a very nice color. Then there is Archie Blue, for example, and Bering Blue. These blues are kind of like, if you take Ashen Blue from Reaper, for example, this one is about in the middle. There. It's a little bit darker and more desaturated than Ashen Blue. And Arctic Blue I really like. It's a very light gray blue that works great when you try to illuminate blues or of course steel or whites. If you need to work with them, this color is very nice as well. And another color I really I kind of like fell in love with. These two ones are very bright in color. One of them is very bright, the other one is a little bit more desaturated. This is Mars Orange from the gold metal set. Is a brownish red orange. This works wonderfully for tinting faces. When we say you need to tint it a little bit reddish to simulate blood vessels on the cheeks, this works great, and it's a very nice desaturated orange. It's difficult to make, at least for me, to make mix a desaturated orange. It gets brown very quickly, and this color is great for that. And Adriatic blue, you see this turquoise light blue is wonderful shade as well. I like it. On the flesh set, there are a couple colors I really like, but the ones I like the most are the shadow colors. Arabic shadows, Indian shadow, African shadow. Look at this. This is far from black. When you need to shade the full face, it's far from black, and still it's dark, and it gives you a lot of contrast. Indian shadow is reddish and gives you a lot of contrast. When we say you can shade with dark reds or you can shade with purple, Indian shadow is like a more reddish shadow purple, and African shadow is a more purple, dark color, and it works great. Arabic shadow is a great color all around for kind of like a dark, desaturated ochre color, and it's very nice as well. So as you see, I have my favorites in every set. I'm going to just go through it. So on the leather and wood sets, they're very nice colors as well. This is sandalwood. It's kind of like a pinkish, desaturated pink. I like it a lot. Birch. In Iroko, I love Iroko. For leather, when I do all my leathers and you do all those worn out edges, Iroko is, as you see, kind of like an ochre, a light yellowish ochre. Very nice, because also these paints in general dry very matte. They don't shine at all. So this color in matte gives you a lot of. It's very useful for eggshell lighting, red leathers, for example, and those colors. Brown and red leather from this set and black leather are really nice colors as well. The red, if you love the reds, the red set is gorgeous. Has vibrant reds like Antares red, has deep purples like sunset purple. It has desaturated reds like deep red, a bright yellow that I'm going to use for the demonstration. It has another orange that is darker than the other one, but it's also quite desaturated. There is Kalahari Orange. Why? Because, well, you can mix bright oranges with Antares red and sun yellow probably, so you really don't need that one as much. The green color has some beautiful colors that sometimes you can mix, sometimes you can't. Of course, you have bright greens like Irati green, then light spring green. This is a very soft pastel green, beautiful for highlighting. Autumn green, yellowish green, yes, as you see, very nice as well. And the dark greens, black forest green is a very nice dark heavy color. I mean, I love greens, and these greens are great. Sugar green, it's like the log chart of the other two is awesome as well. It's a little bit desaturated. You can play it up with these colors. You can do bases with a saturated color and there's just a glaze and a little bit of a brighter one. It works beautifully, and they're very matte. And the blue, if you like the blue, some of the blues are really great. Caribbean blue is a light, slightly greenish blue. It makes me think of the sea and reflection on the ocean. Really nice. Then you have bright blues, light blue, for example, like sky blue or Mediterranean blue. It's kind of like a medium blue. We're going to use after Tesla blue, electric blue. This color is very nice for tinting. Look at that hue, that shade. You can tint it whatever else you're doing on the blues, and it will work great. And the darker blues, deep blue, for example. We have talked a lot about the forms, or I have talked a lot in the forms about how I usually use just a very dark blue for eggshell lighting. Basically, that would be not really blue liner from Reaper, but a Paints gray from just art acrylics. Deep blue is the color in hobby form, right? So these are kind of like my favorite colors from the range. This is all I have. I don't have the other ones, but they're very nice anyway.